kind of wanted to show you all what it's like behind the scenes and get a reading with you. So the first thing I like to do is grab the decks I'm working with. Sometimes I feel a little bit generous and will pick a couple of decks for you to choose. Let's just say I felt 2 decks is really good. I'll put them on these ones, for example, and I'll sit there and I'll cleanse them. And I like to grab the selenite to absorb any energy, any extra energy, and I like to use that to draw in and just fill the area with a white orb, and imagining that white orb burning any negative energy into and cleansing it into positive, uplifting and clearing energy. Once I've done that and I feel the decks are done, obviously I will usually go through the process of putting myself in a meditative state before doing the reading. This helps me be a clear voice and medium for you. And when I do that, I also open myself by saying I accept and welcome in spirit and angels of light and love, and I am a channel. Please use me to deliver the message. And I'll usually use your name if I have your name, and I will then say, please allow this message to come through for Renee. And then once I've done that, this is usually just before I bring in you. When you come in, I've already sent you some instructions beforehand, like one, making sure you've got pen and paper to write down or something to record our interaction. I don't do face to face, and this is more for like phone call side of things. But if you like pen and paper for you, make sure you've got that. Maybe you've just got a really cool one that's like got little scrap looking things on them. Once we're in here, I will usually get you to choose a deck that you feel drawn to. Sometimes if you feel a bit of half and half, I'm like, cool. Then whatever deck you use, I will give it a good shuffle. I'm not going to give it a shuffle right now, but I'll divide it in 3 as such. And I will pick the card on top from there. And this is where you might get different messages, maybe something. So I might give you something here where I'm like, okay, there's one here is your job, blah, blah, blah. I might be going, this is your personal life. And this here, 9 of Cups, might be what you're inspiring to do, to get to in 8-9 months from now. I get you to pick a pile, whatever pile you feel drawn to. We grab that pile, the rest get put aside. And I usually sort this out into like a Celtic cross. And then from there, we go through the cards and read them, whatever the message is from there. Once you've gone through that, that's fine, wonderful. And I always like to check in with you. I do record these, so if you do want to write up, some of my sessions included in the cost, but there is an extra cost to get it written up in a PDF. At the moment, I am actually offering those who do book for the month of March free, included, if you want to. It is something where I might say at the end of the session going, hey, do you want a PDF? And as I mentioned, March, for the month of March, I'll be offering it at no extra cost. And this is what I generally do. If it's a channeled message, it's a little bit different. I will do the same ritual of cleansing the energy around me, but I'll usually grab a book or something, grab a pen, because I might feel drawn to write. And if for some reason I don't feel drawn to write on that day, I will just sit there and I will just give you the messages that I'm bringing through. Sometimes it's the case that a loved one will come through and stuff. And this is the type of session I prefer to do a phone call, because sometimes spirit comes in waves, and sometimes because the person receiving might not be as receptive or might not be as open, so spirit won't interact with me unless you give them the permission to. But that is some of the things that I offer, some of the things that I do. And if this feels like, hey, this feels right to me, there's something that I would like my medium to be doing before my sessions, definitely check out my link. It is always, at least in my profile. You can check out the link tree. Otherwise, I think I'll link it down below as well. But yeah, I'll see you beautiful angels in the next video. Bye.